This week's Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I'll be saying to start with, you're a brother insect and throw him in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
You can tell. Of course, City. More proof, dear mate.
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at the history of non-violent abduction. Millions in the hospital in the past few months, and that's Angela has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
Absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. And that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been nothing left to decide, and better to pin it on.
And Jay, have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think everything
DedSec showed their true colours. It's terrifying to think we harboured such a dangerous element for years in our own backyard. Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different?
Ini ditarik orang tapi ketarik perhatian. Wah, sama mental yang ditarik Pak. Satu itu saudara dengar sambil terus juga. Ini ditarik orang tapi ketarik perhatian. Wah, sama mental yang ditarik Pak. Satu itu saudara dengar sambil terus juga. Ini ditarik orang tapi ketarik perhatian. Wah, sama mental yang ditarik Pak. Satu itu saudara dengar sambil terus juga. Ini ditarik orang tapi ketarik perhatian. Wah, sama mental yang ditarik Pak. Satu itu saudara dengar sambil terus juga. Ini ditarik orang tapi ketarik perhatian. Wah, sama mental yang ditarik Pak.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board. Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine. Oh yeah, go!
Gonna go.
welcome to of The Upload. We're talking about the Optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the Optic at the recent but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider, the Optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you at the Optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
Sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the Optic, you can just walk straight onto the tube. It even acts as a passport. No longer do I have to dig around and try and find my own paper passport just to travel somewhere. Also, I thought the Optic's marketing strategy, making it free for people, was a stroke.
Genius. Bloom was really calculated when it was doing that. It was pushing this draconian device on us at all. Sure, everybody flocked to it. There was free Wi-Fi and phone plans. That definitely helped, but it wasn't a case of this is a product that you need in your life.
Why do you hate it so much?
It's just the worst because you had to give up your privacy expectations and accept surveillance. It was almost like the government and Bloom didn't even need to make the Optic mandatory. Making it mandatory was only to get across the line. If free data didn't commit you, fines and arrests from the state for not having the Optic would pretty much be enough.
What do you mean by privacy problems? No one really thinks about that anymore.
They don't talk about it because we don't have any choice when it comes to the Optic. Yes, it's convenient. Everybody's forgotten what it really means. Here, you've got a whole company owning basically all the data about your life. Bloom can see everything that you can see. Nothing is private anymore. There are so many times when I don't want anyone to have a clue about where I am, who I'm chatting with, what I'm doing. It's not even dodgy stuff, but I just don't want anything with this in the future by hacking it. And because of Bloom's contracts with the government, it isn't just Bloom that can see everything I do. It's the UK as a state has become a complete surveillance paradise.
I think you're painting a bit of a bleak picture. It's not all that bad.
No, you're completely wrong on this. I don't want everybody asking me where I'm going around London.
Well, in that case, you might be interested in some rumours I heard. Did you hear that some DedSec hackers have found a way Optic's connection with Bloom?
Are they actually making it better or usable or actually friendly for anybody?
Well, word on the street is that they've been able to create an encrypted signal, which means that your world might have a chance of becoming a bit more private again.
I've downloaded a patch to your Optic so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You will have to do the manual override.
Manual override? Shouldn't be a problem. Not like I have to swear a blood oath or anything, right?
Everything about you is disgusting.
suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Moving inbound to hostile.
What's taking them?
We're on the tail. Over.
I'll see you downstairs later then. Get out!
Received. We have an armed target. Over.
GBB. First on the scene. First.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
Negative. No sign of the target yet.
That's it. I'm calling off the pursuit.
Well, here goes nothing. Anyone home? No? Well then, let's get the power back on.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Good luck. I hardly drink. Besides, Sabine sent me.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed. Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you and...
Someone must have framed DedSec for the bombings. But who could possibly do that?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what went offline. From what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
Keep it up.
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Jesus. How did you survive?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
These days, DedSec's reputation isn't exactly top-notch. I'd like to make London a better place, but if I was caught working with you...
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Can't walk away from this now. Let's get started.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and... You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
Now we're talking.
This is the bug. Hello, resistors. It's bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest from the corpse of a once-free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, look at Albion's contract, and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations went. Probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona or Bayern Munich. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts, Alice. I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it... set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
Well, what is the set rate? Is it, 99.95 cryptos bargain? Seems very reasonable indeed. And they don't ask too much anyway, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask, exactly what does the Prime Minister make of all this? Let's ask him. Oh, I hope they pick up. Hello, you're through to number 10 Downing Street. Hello, is the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade. Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Yes, of course. There's... a shady cabal of vested interests who control him and prop him up in power. Great, I'll have a chat with them then.
Oh, Andy, remember when you could get away with prank calls without people coming round to your house to beat the shit out of you?
Oh, happy times.
You're listening to The Bug.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become, Alex?
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist now.
we have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from fate. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old... not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Just like that. Just like that. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. You're getting it. That's it.
There's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have a chat?
Oh yeah! Woohoo! Welcome to the team.
Brilliant. Finally found my people.
Hello.
So we're DedSec now, just like that. Do we get like... I'd settle for a pamphlet. Did you get a pamphlet?
It's too late for that. Better learn the ropes quickly.
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
I'm in. I want to take on the profiteers exploiting London for their own gain.
I'm sure Albion's turning a tidy profit. Those cunts are treating London like a hostile takeover.
Yeah, and there's Clan Kelly running all the crime and shit. And Albion won't lift a fucking finger.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
First order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo's technology called AR Reconstruction.